Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year 2020, a new decade. Around this time of the year, well exactly at this time of the year actually, people make New Year's resolutions. And I'm not the biggest resolutions person, but I've been thinking about it, and something I want to focus on for 2020 and for this decade is to be happy. And I know that's a very elusive, kind of immeasurable goal to have, and so I've been giving it some thought because in the past couple of years I honestly haven't been that happy, and that's been due to a range of life circumstances that have just kind of all coincided, and I've been dealing with some things in my life that have been not very good, and I've had my happy moments but I haven't really been happy, which has kind of been a bit meh because I am normally generally a very happy person. I smile all the time. I naturally have a very bubbly, bright personality, and I'm just kind of like a happy person, but the last 2 years have been meh. So in 2020 I want to focus on being happy, and in this video I'm going to talk about how I'm going to do that. So I've given this a bit of thought and I've written down 7 tips about how to be a bit happier, and I'm going to share them all with you in this video. And as I was writing this list just before, I was like feeling like, oh my gosh, yes, this is like advice that I would want to hear. So I really hope you can actually watch this whole video, like watch through to the end, because I think I've got some really good advice on this list, and I'm not going to make this video too long, so if you can just spare like 10 minutes out of your day, I think you might get something out of this video. Okay, so tip number 1 is get out. Get out of your house, see things, see people, do things, travel, explore. It doesn't have to be expensive. For the past couple of years, I hardly did any traveling because I was focusing on my final 2 years of high school, and I've just finished now, and we've just gone on a little holiday overseas to see some family. And oh my gosh, the mindset change that traveling brings, and exploring new places and seeing people, like interacting with people, really taking the time to listen to people and talk to people and laugh with people. It's so refreshing, honestly, just being in a new kind of situation and environment. This doesn't have to be expensive. Traveling doesn't have to be expensive. I don't mean you need to go on a massive overseas holiday, but even just like go out on a day trip somewhere, just go down south or up north for a couple of days, just stay at some cheap accommodation and just get out into the environment. And I don't know how to explain it, but since I've been traveling, I've just had this massive change in mindset, and it's been so refreshing, and I am so much happier, like just getting out, seeing people, doing things, and also getting out of your comfort zone. Getting out of your comfort zone and doing something that makes you nervous at the start, like for example skydiving. I've never been skydiving. I really want to go, but that's something that I'd be very nervous to do, but then once I do it and like overcome those nerves and do it, I know I would have an absolutely amazing time, and it's so like exhilarating. And getting out of your comfort zone makes you feel like you're living life. It really makes you feel so alive, and I think that feeling of being alive is really important to happiness. You need to keep getting out of your comfort zone and feeling that feeling of being alive, because I think that's a key to being happy deep down. Always be working on yourself and improving yourself and challenging yourself, because when you grow as a person, I think that makes you happy. Okay, that was a long tip. The other ones are going to be a lot shorter, but tip number 2 is a quote I read the other day, and it says, "Allow yourself to be proud of yourself and all the progress you've made, especially the progress that no one else has seen." And when I read this, I was like, oh, like it, oh yes. I felt that, like I felt that quote. Oh my gosh, yes. In the past couple of years, I have made a lot of progress internally that no one else has seen, that nobody, like I mean nobody knows about. I'm going to speak about this in a video soon, in the near future. I'm going to speak about kind of all the stuff that's been going on in the past 2 years of my life, but internally, inside me, I have made so much progress, especially this year, and it's nothing that nobody else knows. Like nobody else knows about it. And when I read that quote, I was like, wow, yeah, I'd never really thought about it before, but I need to allow myself to be proud of that. I don't need the validation from other people being proud of me and lifting me up. Like I can be proud of myself for that. So take that quote for yourself and be proud of the progress you've made, especially if nobody else has seen it. Nobody in this world knows everything about you. You're the only one who knows exactly how much you've overcome and exactly how much you've accomplished. So be proud of that. You are enough. Tip number 3 is to know what makes you stressed and avoid doing those things. For example, for me, I have a really bad habit, and it's something I'm consciously working on, of leaving things to the last minute. And it's not necessarily bad time management, but I don't know, I just seem to do it, and it makes me so stressed and anxious. And so in 2020, I'm going to try and not leave things to the last minute. And how I'm gonna do that is I'm going to, when I get given a due date, I'll set myself a due date to get the task done 3 days before that due date. So I'm always done 3 days before it's due. So simple things like that. Know what makes you stressed and stop doing those things, or work on those things, because being stressed and being happy are like two things that don't really go that well together. Like, if you're less stressed, you'll be more happy. So find out what's making you stressed and do less of it, and then you'll be happier. Tip number 4 is to use social media intentionally. So of course social media has to come up on this list. It always seems to come up on lists like this. And I don't think you need to do anything drastic. You don't need to delete your Instagram account. I don't think that's necessarily good, because I think the way the world is moving is we are moving more towards an online kind of connecting with people via social media thing. But you make sure you're staying on the positive side of social media. What I found with social media is that if I go on to, say, Instagram, and I'm just on there for 5 minutes, I like a couple of photos, make a couple of comments, and then I go off, I'm fine, and I'm happy. But if I go onto Instagram and I end up in that kind of spiral where I'm sitting there and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, then refreshing, and I'm on there for hours and hours, it makes me feel very drained, and it makes me feel not happy. So use social media intentionally. Set time limits for yourself. Set an alarm on your phone. Like, if you want to go onto Instagram for 15 minutes, set an alarm for 15 minutes time, and when it goes off, get off the app. Every time you go onto Instagram or Facebook or anything like that, have a goal to write at least 2 nice comments on photos that you see. Genuinely nice comments, but giving people compliments always makes you feel a bit happier yourself. And of course, unfollow accounts that don't make you feel good about yourself, and accounts that make you feel unhappy when you see their photos. If you want to be happier, unfollow accounts that make you unhappy. Tip number 5 is to see people. Now, I touched on this a bit in my first tip, but like really getting out and seeing and interacting with people, that personal connection. Now we've just come off the social media kind of topic. The personal connection you feel when you're actually talking to people, I think we need, as humans, we really need that connection. So don't lock yourself inside by yourself. Make sure you're getting out and seeing people and talking to people and doing things with people, having fun with people, laughing with people. It always makes me feel happier going out and seeing my friends and having a good chat with them, even if it's only for an hour. Like, if you're feeling really down in the dumps one day, just text one of your friends, ask if they want to go grab coffee just for half an hour, just to see someone and get out and talk to them. And if you're feeling unhappy about something in particular, then talk to them about that. That's the other thing on this pointer. If you're struggling with something, talk to someone about it. Talk to a friend. If you need to go talk to a health professional, go talk to a health professional. Mental health issues are becoming more and more prevalent in our society, and I know if you're in that situation, it can be very hard to go and talk to people, but I promise you it will make a big difference, because people care about you. People really do care about you. People want you to be happy. And if you go and tell someone about it, something can be done and steps can be taken to help you with whatever issue you're facing. So if you are struggling with something like that internally, please, please, please go speak to someone. There are so many people out here that really care about you. And it's much, much better to talk to someone in real life. But if you're really struggling and you feel like you have no one, feel free to message me. You can DM me on Instagram, tia.chitty. Go follow, But yeah, I'm always up for a chat. And if you're feeling really down, try and get out and talk to someone, because I think that person-to-person connection in real life, like actually physical, talking, not online, I think doing that regularly makes you happy. And if you're having a down day, getting out and talking to someone can really make a difference. Tip number 6, focus on your mind and body feeling good. With New Year's resolutions, so many people set goals to lose weight, to cut out junk food, to do this, to do that. and honestly, it actually makes me so sad. Please don't set New Year's resolutions like that. Don't cut out any foods. Don't put any restrictions on your diet. It's really, really bad for your mental health. If you want to learn more about it, I follow this girl on Instagram because I follow her because I used to train with her in Melbourne for running training. But her Instagram is @GeorgieBuckley_dietitian, and she is a non-diet dietitian focusing on health at every size, and that's something that I really, really believe in. So go read the captions on some of her photos because they really hit the spot. Like, diet culture has infiltrated our society, and it's honestly so bad. People making all these resolutions about losing weight, constantly making little comments about it, and it's not even like direct comments like that sometimes. It's just, our whole society is obsessed with body image and weight, and it's just not good. So please, please, please don't make any New Year's resolutions to do with your weight or to do with cutting out foods, restricting foods. Though that is not good. Do not do that. Instead, focus on your mind and body feeling good. So yes, do some exercise, but instead of forcing yourself to go for 5-kilometer runs when you really don't like running, instead move your body in ways that feel good. So that could be yoga, that could be swimming, running, dancing, cycling, playing chasey with your friends, playing ball sports, literally any movement that you enjoy, because that is healthy for your body and for your mind, and that's really important. Yes, try and get fruits and vegetables into your day, but if you feel like having cake, have cake. If you feel like eating ice cream, eat ice cream. Like, your body is wanting that food and craving that food for a reason. I'm not saying to go overboard and just eat ice cream for every single meal of the day, but really try and listen to what your body is wanting. And if it's really genuinely wanting something sweet or something naughty, which I don't like that term, but if it is wanting something that society would deem as unhealthy, that's okay. That's what your body wants. So just have it and move on, because there's healthy eating for the body and healthy eating for the mind, and you have to incorporate both to be a happy person. And tip number 7, oh, that is 6. Oh, that is 8. Tip number 7 is to smile. I am a very, very smiley person. I smile all the time. I actually got a comment on one of my YouTube videos asking me why I smile so much because it's annoying. And I was like, oh, sorry. But like, smiling sends signals to your subconscious, making you a bit more happy. And when you smile, not only does it make you happy, but it also makes people around you happy. And it just kind of, then you can just kind of bounce positivity off each other and everyone's happy. And I think everybody looks most beautiful when they are smiling, because it really like lights up your whole face, it lights up your whole body, and you just look happier. And sometimes you just gotta fake it until you make it. So just smile. And sometimes when I'm feeling really sad, I smile. I force myself to just sit there and smile, and I start to feel happier, because smiling and happy kind of go hand in hand. So if you want to be a little happier, try smiling a little more. Okay, so that brings me to the end of this video. Sorry, it was a little bit longer than I expected. I always get sidetracked and talk for longer than I mean to, but thank you so much for watching through to the end. I really hope you've got something out of this video. I'm going to make some videos soon speaking more about kind of what's been happening the past few years and giving you guys a little bit of a life update, because I really need to do a life update. I feel like I have quite a lot of things to explain. And also, I mentioned at the start of the video I've been traveling. Well, I'm currently in the Caribbean. I've been here for 2.5 weeks, and tomorrow I'm flying to London to go and stay with more family. We're always staying with family because we've got family in the Caribbean and family in London, so we get like free accommodation. It's very good. But yeah, I'm currently traveling, and I've been vlogging every single day that I've been here. So I'm going to be uploading travel vlogs starting very soon, which is so exciting. That, oh, we've been doing so many fun things, and I can't wait to share them with you on this YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe down below so you don't miss the travel vlogs. And also, because I'm going to be starting uni this year, so when all my uni stuff is sorted, I will be sharing with you where I'm going, and I'm going to move into university, and it's going to be, I'm literally so excited for uni. I actually can't wait. I'm so excited to meet new people and have new experiences and just really kind of start a new chapter of my life. I know that sounds very cheesy, but I'm very excited to do it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and comment down below any other tips that you have for being happy, because I'm sure there are heaps and heaps of tips out there, and I would really benefit from hearing your tips, and I'm sure other people would too, so comment them down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see all of those new videos that I have coming up very soon. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope 2020 is a really good year for you. Challenge yourself to say yes to opportunities that come your way this year, and I think you'll have a great one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Oh, bonus tip that I just thought of, if you're feeling really sad and you're having a really bad day, put on some music and dance to it in your room for a couple of minutes. That always puts me in a bit of a better mood. That's a tongue twister for you. So yeah, bonus tip if you watched right to the very end. Okay, bye.